Hello and welcome to Dark Love Psychology. Today, we're tackling a subject that paralyzes countless men, a fear so potent it can keep you from ever meeting the right person. Do you fear rejection when approaching women? If you've ever seen someone you were drawn to across a room, felt your heart start to pound, your palms get sweaty, and a voice in your head scream, "Don't do it," then you're not alone. This isn't just a simple fear, it's a primal, deeply ingrained response. For millennia, social rejection meant isolation, a threat to our very survival. In the modern world, that ancient wiring is still active, turning a simple social interaction into a high-stakes psychological battle. For most men, the idea of walking up to a woman, a complete stranger, and risking that blunt no feels absolutely terrifying. It's the fear of being judged, of looking foolish, of having your worthiness questioned in a single, crushing moment. We play out 1,000 negative scenarios in our minds before we even take a single step. We imagine the awkward silence, the dismissive glance, the laughter from her friends. This analysis paralysis keeps us frozen, trapped on the sidelines of our own dating lives, watching opportunities pass us by. But what if I told you that this very thing you dread, rejection, is not the obstacle but the path? What if the key to unlocking unshakable confidence, genuine charisma, and long-term success with women wasn't in avoiding rejection, but in actively seeking it out? This is the heart of what we call the cold approach paradox. It sounds counterintuitive, even crazy. Why would you want to experience something that feels so bad? Because every time you face that fear and survive, you're rewiring your brain. You're teaching that ancient, primal part of you that rejection is not a threat to your survival. It's just information, it's a filter. It's a necessary step on the journey to finding someone you truly connect with. The man who fears rejection sees it as a verdict on his value. The man who understands the paradox sees it as a tool for growth. In this video, we are going to completely dismantle your fear of rejection. We'll break down the cold approach paradox, why rejection makes you stronger, and give you a practical, step-by-step guide to turning your greatest fear into your most powerful asset. You'll learn the psychological frameworks to reframe rejection, not as a personal failure, but as a valuable data point. We'll cover actionable techniques to build resilience, so that a no bounces off you like water off a duck's back. By the end of this journey, you won't just be better at approaching women. You'll be a more confident, resilient, and authentic man. You'll understand that rejection isn't your enemy, but your most valuable and most misunderstood teacher. Chapter 1. Why rejection feels so painful and how fear holds men back. Rejection triggers our deepest evolutionary fears of social exclusion. Our brains interpret romantic rejection as a threat to survival. This fear keeps men trapped in their comfort zones, avoiding real-world interactions. But avoiding rejection means avoiding growth and genuine connection. Chapter 2. How rejection conditions your emotions. Much like a targeted mental workout, just like physical exercise breaks down muscles to build them back stronger. In the same way, emotional rejection breaks down your initial fear, building powerful emotional resilience. Each rejection you face desensitizes you to the fear of future rejections. Your emotional immune system grows stronger and more robust with every single exposure. Chapter 3. The paradox of confidence. Why rejection is the path to self-assurance. True confidence isn't the absence of fear, but action despite fear. Men who avoid rejection develop fake confidence built on untested assumptions. Men who face rejection develop real confidence built on proven resilience. This authentic confidence becomes magnetic because it's genuine, not performed. Chapter 4. Why women actually respect men who risk rejection. Women recognize courage when they see it, even in rejection. A man willing to risk rejection demonstrates emotional strength and authenticity. This courage earns respect, even when it doesn't earn a date. Women often remember and speak positively about men who approach them with genuine confidence. Chapter 5. The Law of Large Numbers. Why quantity creates quality. Dating is a numbers game, and every interaction improves your odds. If you approach 10 women and get rejected by 9, you still win. That one connection could be life-changing, making all rejections worthwhile. The more you practice, the better your success rate becomes naturally. Chapter 6. How resilience from dating rejection translates into success in business, career, and life. Think of the dating world as a unique and powerful training ground. Unlike professional setbacks, romantic rejection is intensely personal, cutting straight to our core sense of self-worth. When you learn to navigate this emotional minefield, you're not just getting better at dating, you're forging a kind of psychological armor. This process is a form of rejection inoculation. Each time you face a no and realize you're still standing, still valuable, you build an emotional resilience that becomes your superpower in every other aspect of life. This resilience is a game changer in the professional world. Consider the man who has weathered romantic rejection. He walks into a job interview not with an air of desperation, but with quiet confidence. He's not just there to be judged, he's also evaluating if the opportunity is right for him. He can handle tough, probing questions without getting flustered because he's accustomed to high-stakes personal assessments. In sales and negotiations, where the fear of hearing no can be paralyzing, he excels. He doesn't crumble after a lost deal. The most profound shift happens in his mindset. He truly understands that no is just information, not a personal indictment. A no in dating rarely means you are worthless. It usually means we are not a match, or the timing is wrong. He applies this exact logic to his career. A rejected proposal isn't a sign of his failure as an entrepreneur. It's data suggesting the market isn't ready, or the pitch needs refinement. This reframing transforms rejection from a painful endpoint into a valuable part of the iterative process of success. Ultimately, this mindset forges exceptional leaders. A leader who fears rejection will always play it safe, avoiding the bold decisions that lead to breakthrough innovation. But a leader who is unafraid to hear no is free to take calculated risks. They can pitch a radical new vision and rally their team even after a setback, because their own core confidence remains unshaken. This creates a culture of psychological safety and courage, empowering everyone to strive for and achieve extraordinary results. Chapter 7. How to turn rejection into practical feedback to improve your approach. Every rejection contains valuable information about your approach, timing, or compatibility. Smart men analyze their rejections like athletes study game footage. They identify patterns, adjust their approach, and continuously improve their social skills. This feedback loop transforms rejection from failure into education. Chapter 8. The mindset shift, reframing rejection as proof of courage, not failure. Every rejection proves you had the courage to try when others stayed silent. It's evidence of your willingness to be vulnerable and authentic. You're in the arena fighting for what you want, not watching from the sidelines. This reframe transforms rejection from shame into a badge of honor. As we come to the end of our journey today, let's solidify the powerful shift in perspective we've uncovered. We've moved beyond superficial advice to the core psychology of what holds so many men back. We've learned that rejection isn't a verdict on your worth. It's simply data. It's a signpost, not a stop sign. Whether you're a beginner in dating or looking to sharpen your mindset, this video was designed to change the way you see rejection forever. The truth is simple, yet profound. The men who face rejection grow stronger, while the ones who avoid it remain stuck. This isn't just about dating, it's a law of personal growth. Avoiding discomfort guarantees stagnation. The man who never risks a no also never gives himself the chance to hear a yes. He stays in his comfort zone, which slowly shrinks over time, becoming a prison of his own making. He watches life from the sidelines, wondering why genuine connection always seems to be for other people, never for him. But the man who embraces rejection, he's playing a different game. He understands that each interaction, regardless of the outcome, is a training session for his confidence. He's building emotional resilience. He learns that a no doesn't break him. In fact, it tempers him like steel in a fire. He becomes more calibrated, more socially aware, and more attuned to the subtle cues of human interaction. This is the essence of dark love psychology, understanding the hidden mechanics of the mind to build unshakable self-belief. Remember, every no brings you closer to a yes. Every rejection is proof that you're in the arena, not sitting on the sidelines. So carry this clarity with you. The path forward isn't about finding a magic line that guarantees you'll never be rejected. That's a fantasy. The real path is about building a mindset so robust that rejection no longer has power over you. It's about becoming the man who walks into a room and owns his space, not out of arrogance, but out of a deep, quiet confidence that his worth is non-negotiable. It's about seeking authentic connection, knowing that the only way to find it is to risk being vulnerable. Every rejection you face from now on is simply a filter, clearing the path to someone who sees and appreciates you for exactly who you are. If you found this video helpful and this message resonated with you, help us spread this mindset. Giving this video a thumbs up does more than show appreciation. It signals to the algorithm that this is a valuable conversation, helping us reach more men who feel stuck. Think of one friend who could benefit from hearing this. Sharing this video could be the spark they need. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to Dark Love Psychology. We're just scratching the surface. In our upcoming videos, we'll dive deeper into subconscious attraction triggers and building a magnetic presence. Subscribing means you won't miss out. Finally, let's build a community of action takers. In the comments below, share one small step you will take this week to face your fear of rejection. It could be as simple as making eye contact and smiling, or starting a low-stakes conversation. Let's hold each other accountable and celebrate the courage it takes to step into the arena. Your commitment to growth is what this is all about. Thanks for watching until the end. See you in the next video.